Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to kind of arrange my eyeshadow palettes that I have in two baskets here. So we're gonna make some space in the cabinets behind me, move something into a different cabinet, and then we are going to arrange and show you my eyeshadow palette collection. I will also do another video and show you my high-end and my most used eyeshadow palettes as well. But yeah, let's just get started. Anyways, I wanted to show you guys something. So did you guys see my BoxyCharm video? If you did, this Lauren Conrad eyeliner, I'm wearing it today and I wanted to tell you that I am loving it. It is so easy to use, so beginner friendly, and it is just beautiful. So definitely recommend this guy here. It is just wonderful, like 10 seconds and both eyes are done. So anyways, let's get started with the eyeshadow palette. Okay, so here are the eyeshadow palettes. As you can see, I have two baskets here full and a couple more here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk to this drawer here, and I emptied one right here, and we are going to move all of this stuff that I have in here, which I got from BoxyCharm, and all this other little things. We're gonna move it in that white cabinet, and we're gonna put all the palettes in here. So let's get started. Okay, so let's see how we can rearrange all this stuff. So in here we have samples and all that kind of stuff. What is this little guy? Oh, okay, this is a primer. We can take that out. So we have some samples. We can put those all the way in the back. We have some extra sponges right here. So see if we can just maybe fit them in a different container. Let's use this guy right here if I can fit it. So these IKEA drawers are so tiny. So these are just kind of my skincare. Oh, we have so much. Let me see if I can take this out. This in. Perfect. So I guess we're just gonna keep it as is. So this is kind of my skincare I got from BoxyCharm, and these are again extra stuff, like little things like little mascaras they had extra from Sephora, and stuff that I can use later on. I have extra mascaras here that I bought that I'm waiting to start using. So yeah, let's put these pouches now too. So I guess I'm gonna have to find a different spot for my sponges and for all of this little testers that I got from Sephora, and this is good enough. Okay, perfect. So this drawer is done. Now let's move on to the eyeshadow palettes. Okay, so let's start with this eyeshadow palettes here. So I keep them in a basket, and these are eyeshadow palettes that I got from BoxyCharm. So I can go through them and show you guys. Let's put them here for now. So I have my, oh, there's Kona, she wants to see, but this is the Spanglish palette, right, right there. And then we also have the Pure 2.0 Festival palette. Look how beautiful those shades are. Then I also got the OPV Beauty Spotlight eyeshadow palette. They're so pretty. Look at those shades. Wow. We have the two Violet Voss. This is the Essentials palette. This is the number 2. So let me show you this one right here. And this is the number 2. Those shades are stunning. I have to start using them more often. And here's another Violet Voss palette. And this is more on the neutral side. And then here we have the Ace Beauté. This is the Dusk palette, which is more orange and red. And then here we have the Vintage Dawn, which is more the yellow blues and the grungy greens. Here's another Ace Beauté Nostalgia palette. I love this green right here. Wow. This is so, so, so pretty. Wow. Stunning. I love it. Hank and Henry Living in Color palette. I don't use this as much. I don't like the packaging. It looks a little bit too much cardboard. And the shades work very beautiful. It's kind of a cool concept, but the packaging is too thick. Then we have Give Them Lala Beauty. This is a beautiful palette. Very big shades in here. And now here are a couple of palettes I bought myself a while ago. This is the Too Faced by Fenty. It's just those purples are so, so pretty. This is Seattle London from BoxyCharm. So pretty. I love those shades too. And this is my Revolution Roxy palette. I barely buy any drugstore palettes, but this one was so pretty, and I bought one to have to review. Now let's put all this back. These are my BoxyCharms palettes, so I'm gonna just put them quickly back in here. I have this big palette by e.l.f. I'm not using it much, but I've been just holding on to it, so I'm just gonna put it to the side for now. So those are my eyeshadow palettes from BoxyCharm. Now here are a couple more extra. This is the beautiful Boom X Beauty. I love these shades. They're so stunning, and look at those colors, and the shimmers and the mattes are beautiful. So let's put this guy here. Then I have the beautiful Mana Kadar. This is a nice, very neutral palette. They're so easy to use, the shades. They're so blendable, and I got this from both my children. I have a video and a review on this palette. They got it for me, surprised me, and bought it from TJ Maxx with their own money. So I created a nice look with this one. So this is very special for me. And here I have, this is from, this palette also looks like a MAC palette, but it's Moni, and it's a Korean brand. So I got this from my Korean makeup. And here we have the beautiful Essence palettes. This is the ones I picked up. So these are all of my Essence palettes that I purchased. These are the ones that attracted me the most. This one is probably my least favorite. It didn't perform as well, but all the other ones are so pretty. Okay, so now let's go into this big basket here. This is more of expensive palette. So here's a palette from MAC. This is the Classic Cutie. This is my first eyeshadow palette. Mostly, I think my first high-end palette when I first started playing with makeup. This is way before I started my YouTube channel. My mom got this for me, so I'm keeping it. Now, here are the big ones. This is the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette and Morphe. I have like probably a week full of looks when COVID started. I created just every day for 7 days. Created a look with each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7. Exactly 7 days. So this is a beautiful palette. Here is another Morphe palette. Oops, this is more neutral and also very colorful, very fun to play with. And I kept this because this has all of the shades. So this is another pretty palette. Now here are, this is a Morphe Jeffree Star palette. Everybody knows about this palette. I love the colors. Haven't used it much, but it's great to have when you want to play with a couple pop of colors from here. And here is my ABH Norvina palette. This is such a beautiful, beautiful, colorful, very vibrant palette. I love this palette so much, and ABH has good formula. Now those are my major ones. Now here are more medium ones. This is by Morphe, and this is more of a neutral palette. I love this one because it's so easy to use for a very quick look on a daily basis. You can just use the shimmers or matte look. Use this like a nice matte inner corner. It will look very nice. Just a beautiful palette overall. And oh, this I guess it's a palette from Ofra. Now this one, I did a video on my channel where I used this palette only, where I created a full eye look and also for my face. So basically a full face with one palette. This I got in a BoxyCharm, but it doesn't fit in here anymore, so I'm keeping it here. Now here's another palette by Too Faced. This is a natural matte palette. You can see how much I've used it. This is such a pretty palette, so fun to play with, and this palette again was way before I started my YouTube channel. This is probably my second palette after the MAC that I got and I used a lot. And here's another one that was probably my third palette. This is the Sephora Moon Shadow Baked Palette. These shades are just so pretty. Look at those shades. So pretty. We have so many shimmers in here. And again, I got this before I got into makeup, and it's just, I haven't played this with this in a while, but they still are very shiny and shimmery. So yeah, fun palette, very neutral. So those bring a lot of memories. Now here is a Tarte palette, again neutral. This is very easy to use, and I got this because it's easy to travel. Very natural looks you can create out of this. The formula is beautiful. You have a mirror here. So yeah, that goes here. Now let's get into another Tarte palette. This is the Sugar Rush palette. I love the sunglasses and the flowers that you feel on this palette. And again, this is neutral, but I love that it has this little pop of color. I love that teal shade. It's just so pretty. Looks exactly like my nail polish. So yeah, that's another Tarte palette. And let's see, what else do we have here? Let's get into some ColourPop. I wanted to try ColourPop, so I've ordered this palette, and these are all individual shades and they're magnetic. You can actually take them out and place them where you want, but this is kind of the palette I put together. I wanted to have some yellows, more neutrals, a couple shimmers, some mattes for outer corner looks, and I wanted a little bit of a lilac shade that kind of matches this palette. I think that they're so pretty. Look at that, they're so pigmented. Beautiful, beautiful formula by ColourPop. This is the Real Her Dreams So Big eyeshadow palette. I believe this one came in a BoxyCharm. I think so. Real Her infused with vitamin E. Yes, this is from a BoxyCharm, so I haven't played with it maybe one time, but I love the shimmer so much. This one right here. You can use it for an inner corner. Beautiful, very, very beautiful metallic shimmer. This is again a very neutral palette, fun to use. Yeah, this is a Makeup Geek palette, and I have another one more neutral, and that one is right by my desk, so I can grab it. But these shades are just so pretty, very, very pretty to use. So fun. They're very pigmented, easy to use and blend, and this coral shade, such a nice color. So yeah, I love Makeup Geek. Now, I have this one. This is a Tarte palette. This shade is, I probably bought it mostly for this and this shade. They feel wet when you touch it, but it's just powder. I don't understand how they created this formula. It is just stunning. Feels like my hand is wet with paint. And same with this one. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful shade. This is more glittery, so this I don't like as much. Oh, I guess on top of that silver, that looks beautiful actually. But you see what I mean? This is just glitter, so, but mostly for these two shades I bought this, and yeah, I love it. Now, let me go clean my hands and I'll be right back. So again, keep in mind that these are all eyeshadow palettes that this I don't use as much as when I have here. Like I go and take when I want to create a certain video, but I have my most luxe one beside me, so I'll do another video with those. But let me show you my next one. This is an Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam 2 palette. This is a great palette to travel with. It comes with a mirror. You have a white, you have a black, you have a couple shimmers and neutral mattes. This is such a pretty palette. I have a video that I've already created a while ago, which is scheduled, I'm not sure for when, but it's a full eye look with this palette. I love the velvet on this palette. It's so pretty and it feels so nice. And here, oh, I forgot about these two ColourPop palettes. I have the Hello Kitty ColourPop palette, and I got the yellow one. This is the pineapple cake one. Just wanted to have a yellow palette in my collection, and this is the Teeny Keeny palette, which is more orangey. So I just thought that they're so cute. I don't have anything like this in my collection, so I wanted to grab this. And here are two Norvina palettes, which I think they were on sale. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Mini Pro Pigment Palette Volume 2. And look at the color story. Wow. This green is so pretty. The shades, I haven't used this a lot. I did one eye look with it, but I love the shades. They're so easy to use. It's so colorful and they blend so nice. And this is the Mini Pro Pigment Palette Volume 3. Wow, look at that. I don't like reds as much, but this red, probably not this one, but this is maybe when you do a colorful look, this and this. But everything else, I just love the shades. So yeah, I can't wait to do an eye look with those two. Now here are more Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Amrezy palette. You guys know I love this so much. I love the beautiful neutral shades right here. Focus camera, yeah. And then those shimmers and that blue, oh, it's everything. And this pink here, I love it. Such a beautiful palette. I love that it has a black shade and we have a light shade in here. Beautiful. Next one is the Alisa Edwards Anastasia Beverly Hills, and again another winner here. Again, we have a very light and dark, obviously the brown. Then we have the nice colors in here with a couple neutral shades. So pretty, like look at that. So pretty to look at. This is the Riviera Anastasia Beverly Hills. This reminds me like you have jeans on, and again we have, it seems like she always goes with the lights here. This is the darker shade in here, but I love the top shimmers, and you can create an eye look this way. So pretty. I have to play with this more. This is the Carly Bible Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is more of a neutral, more of a light look you can create with this, but this shimmers right here, wow, stunning. And obviously the others, but you can just put this all over the eyelid. It's gonna look so pretty. And my last one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the Jackie Aina palette, I think it's called. I think so. See, this is weird. It just has the signature. I think this is the Jackie Aina palette, but I love this palette. I love the purples here a lot. Very neutral. This is like a duochrome. It's like brown with green inside. It's very hard to see. But on the eyelid, there's the green and then the brown. So pretty. So yeah, let's kind of organize this here right now. So I'm gonna like fast forward through this. So this is what the drawer looks right now. I'm using my phone to show you up close here. So we have the BoxyCharm palettes here. They fit in this basket. Very, very cozy. Then we have my Boom X Beauty, my beautiful palette for my children. Then I have all the Anastasia Beverly Hills there. And all these big palettes lying flat and the little one standing up here as well. So yeah, this is what this drawer looks like. I'm happy. I still have some space if I get anything from BoxyCharm. But like I said, I'm going to do another video with my high-end palettes and with my favorite palettes that I'm using daily. But yeah, these are just extras that I'm gonna pull out when I want to do a look on my channel. So yeah, here they are. I think it looks really good. Perfect. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and seeing my eyeshadow palette collection. Like I said in another video, I'm gonna do my most used, my most luxe, my most favorite eyeshadow palettes and walk you through those, which are in a different spot closer to my desk. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like this video. If you love this channel and love my videos, don't forget to subscribe. You mean so much to me. I wish you all a wonderful day. Always remember to be yourself, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.